Alright, it is early morning, and it's doing its whole simulating people getting onto the plane. We're at 7 a.m. in sim time. As you can see, it is still cloudy.
Looks like everyone is on board, pilot. Let's get out of here.
We are going to try to get ahead of this weather. We're heading to Reno, which is going to be one of those things where probably going to need to leave right when we land because it looks like a snowstorm's coming in. So also need to just get a bunch recorded before the football games start today, since it is the first round of the playoffs. So college football playoffs. I'm recording this so early, but yeah, it's showing 9 a.m. I think that's, I don't even know, that's like mountain time right now and not local time in game, so I don't know what's up with that. Weirdly, I guess I don't know why we have some lighting on. That's kind of weird. Doesn't make sense, but now we should have stuff turning on. Must just be another bug with the game. Alright, so quick trip to Reno. Well, sort of a quick trip to Reno. 118 miles, so a little longer. Hey, we do have weather on the radar. Cool. Well, now we know it works. So what is it looking like around us right now? Well, it's hard to tell with that on. So yeah, you see this big old band of stuff. I want to get out of here before we come in, or that comes in, so that's why we're leaving so early. Let's make sure this is all correct. And then we got to, before we start our engines, I almost got ahead of myself. Cargo. Well, first off, person, we are 155. Okay. Cargo, well, fuel, let's get that set first. I am at 181 pounds because I fueled up here. So that's going to be 90 aside. Okay, that is set. And then we need 14 pounds of cargo. 14 more pounds of cargo. Alright, everything is set up for that. Alright, let's start it up.
You're good to go. Contact the tower for clearance.
Stockton Airport information, Sierra
127.
1600 Zulu. Wind 127 at 7. Visibility 2. Sky condition. Ceiling 500 feet broken. Temperature 9er. Dew point 8. Altimeter 3011.
Alright, let's remember what so runway wise, what do we have here? 11. Yeah, so we're going to be taking off on that. We'll take off on the short one. Let's go ahead, put our flaps down. I'm going to get the direct put in here. And KRNO. Alright. Reno Tahoe. That elevation is 4,400. It's got an 1,100 foot runway. I don't know if this is the same place that I've been to in game before, but if it is the one that's right off the lake, it is a pretty cool place. But let's get taxiing. Again, not doing the radio communication since it's all broke. And we're just going to ignore these people that never get out of the way for some reason. See, the sun is starting to pop up, hitting the top of the clouds. We'll be flying directly into it once we do get out of the clouds. I could get completely lost here. Let's zoom back in. Nope, we're good. Well, I could make a right and stay on the inner taxiway, since the others are a bit of ramp. But it should be clearing up as we get further east. But then, like I said, that storm is rolling in, so if I stay there for too long, I may have to stay longer than I would like. Oops. Now we're struggling with my brain. There we go. Okay. So let's go 110 here for now, and altitude we're gonna climb to 10,000. Vertical speed, let's do our initial climb at 15 because this thing just has some power, and I think we're good to go. We are on right tank, that's fine. Get that up all the way, and we can roll off. Hopefully we'll get some clear skies and be able to see a bit, but sometimes it does not cooperate. I think last night the weather was kind of even worse because it was so much overcast. This is at least broken up a bit. There up.
Pilot, have a nice flight.
Heading on, vertical speed is on, autopilot is on. Kinda veering off the runway line, but we're okay. Alright, flaps are up. I think we climb out this way until we are comfortable heading over the higher terrain. There we go, melting it off. And we got some pretty cool skies here at 7 in the morning. Just not going to be able to see a whole lot, which is unfortunate, but we still got a couple of months of running around the southwest, so I'm sure we will see quite a bit of the area. melting the green away. So we got the weather pushing in here. It doesn't look like there's any ahead of us. It looks like we may not even need 10,000 for the clouds, but we're gonna need it for some of the mountains. So let's start the turn now that we're all clear. Okay. What is that? I don't understand what that is. It's just a wetlands. Okay. Cool. Alright, climb out and head to Nevada. To Nevada's other city. Sorry to every other town in Nevada that I don't know, but it's kind of Reno and Las Vegas. Pretty cool though. Sun hasn't come up yet, I don't think. And then this way, really cool. See the low clouds here, then we got the higher clouds back there. And then even higher clouds, so it looks like 3 layers of clouds going on. But yeah, there's some rain back in that direction that I did not want to deal with today, so pull the throttle back, weather updating. The RPM's down just a bit. Okay, so we are doing 163 ground speed, 124 airspeed, climbing through 6,000, and 42 minutes out at the moment, but that will change once we do level off. We're heading up here to the lake. And actually, it looks like we're going past. Okay, this isn't the cool airport. Cool airport must be Tahoe, South Tahoe. Yeah, alright. That's fine though. That makes this a lot easier. We will go over Lake Tahoe. Yeah, that is a big old band of rain coming in from San Francisco, and up north it's turning into snow around Chico. We could have flown to Chico, and I definitely would have went to Chico, but snow up there. Didn't want to take that one. But yeah, I think we do gotta get to 10,000 just to get above the elevation, or above the lake. No, it looks like we're above the lake. It looks like we're above most of the terrain. We still got some right to the southwest of Reno, and then to the south of the lake. But yeah, looks like we are staring at clouds. all morning. Damn, there's some elevation up by Reno. Look at some of these and convert it and see. We got 2,936 meters, which is 9,632 feet. And right next to that peak is a ski slope, it looks like. Which makes sense, because that would be on the mountain. That is pretty damn tall. So we are going to need 10,000, and we're still going to need to kind of maneuver around it. Let's take a look. So elevation of the airport, 4,400. Yeah, you're not tricking me this time. Not clicking on the wrong thing. What is our weather at the moment? Right now, 3.5. Okay. So that's got us coming in 10,005. Let's just go ahead and go up to that. And yeah, then we drop in. So that is going to take us kind of over the lake. We'll come in from this point. That loaded up. Okay, that's not. Yeah, that's not part of this. I'm an idiot. So we will go. So that is right there. That is 10,785. Okay. Yeah. Then I guess we're coming into there. Just gonna switch to flying direct to that, which is pretty much the same direction. Okay, it's clearing up. Clouds have broken up. We're at 10,500 almost, and the ground is way below us, and there's a little bit of fog off that way. Sun starting to pop up. And we're now 21 minutes out. Doing 220 knots ground speed because we've got a 36 knot wind in front of this storm. So we can dial this back. Save some money here. Not that 100 pounds of fuel really means anything when we're getting paid as much as we are. Below us though, what do we got? That is Party Reservoir. And then we got Jackson and Sutter Creek coming up. Alright, back down to 200 knots. Fuel flow is at 11.2. That is definitely the lowest we have gotten it at cruise. Thank you. Direct tailwind of 36 knots. So, yeah, 22 minutes out now. Let's go ahead and take that off. Do have traffic on as well. But it does not look like there is any traffic. So yeah, we're kind of up in the mountains, the hills. And then we got, there's absolutely nothing in between. Got a town named Volcano, and then a bunch of wilderness, and a bunch of lakes, and then Lake Tahoe. Off to our back right, there are some taller peaks. Yeah, this is just a bit of a wintry California day. And we'll probably, need to get from Reno. Maybe we do Reno, Vegas. Get us back south a little bit. We do have the famous Idaho Potato Bowl going on that Fresno State's playing in. We could have done Fresno to Boise in a couple of hops. Get them there, but yeah, I want to stay south for a bit. Alright, so 19 minutes out, down to 199 ground speed. Big old mountains up ahead. That is the sun. And fog and the clouds. Multiple layers going on here. Chico would not have been a fun one to fly into. So yeah, off to our side. Just a whole bunch of wilderness. And over here, glare and wilderness and mountains. We got snow up in these mountains as well. That got a little bit. Yeah, that is that part of the storm? That might be too far or too close. But I think land in Reno, pick up a job, hopefully to the south. But if the weather is okay, we can maybe venture further to the east. Yeah, in real time now, the storm is starting to drop snow right here. That is only a couple of hours from sim time. Just noticed that we are not on nav. I thought it was weird that when I put in the approach, it didn't change. And now it makes sense. Oh well, we were still headed in sort of the right direction. Let's see if we can get it to... There we go. Mistake number 1 of today. Alright, we're 15 minutes out. I'm going to go ahead and switch to left tank, even out the fuel burn. So yeah, we got a pretty easy turn in there. And then it's just straight in at that point. Yeah, it should be pretty easy. Probably won't even, especially if it's clear, we'll probably just fly it in. It says 10,008, but the chart said 10,500. Question is, how close are we getting to the peaks here? Maybe I do need to climb up a bit. Go ahead and get ourselves another 1,000 feet. We can handle it. Just to be safe. See if we can tune in.
Information, Mike 1600
Okay,
Zulu.
landing to the
Wind
north.
tree 44 at tree. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 0. Dew point 2. Altimeter tree 006. 76.
Just tune to ground so that, yeah, we're not gonna do any of the radio communications because it usually tells you to land on the wrong runway anyways. Got a lake off that direction, which is Union Valley Reservoir and Icehouse Reservoir. And then we got Lake Tahoe just on the other side of these mountains. At 11,200. We're going to be fine over these. So, $11,500. Gonna just pop up over this range and see a big ass lake. Really cool area though. Start to see the lake. It is all clear. It's gonna make life easy. Yeah, these things are giant. I can't imagine the lake has too many warm days at this altitude. But definitely beat the storm. It's pretty easy to do when you're going 230 ground speed now, and we're still, you know, we picked it up to climb, but we've gained another 10 knots of wind. Now, what happens to that wind as we cross over the mountain? Who knows? I am going to move over to this side though, so that we can see South Lake Tahoe. Or maybe see it. It's going to be difficult with the glare. Just had a little dip there, but fine. South Lake Tahoe should be over here. Getting bounced around a tiny bit. Crazy, crazy, crazy high lake. Yeah, there is South Lake Tahoe. That might be the runway there. snowy beach. Got snow on the ground all over up here. And, yeah. Let's get back in the pilot seat. So, we gotta be 10,008. Oops. Still 20 miles out from that, so shows you first of all how massive this lake is. We have a 51 knot tailwind at the moment. I believe that's the biggest one we've seen, but this is also the highest we've flown in a while. Currently doing 230 ground speed, 150 airspeed. Does look like maybe there's a little bit of fog being created, a little haze, but it shouldn't be a big deal. Alright, so the tall peak, that I think that is what we were slightly worried about. We start descending at that point, so we're 3 minutes out from that. Reno is up over this way, I believe. Just, yeah, airspeed wise, we're not going that fast, which should help us slow down. We can probably back this off a bit already. Just because the tailwind is really pushing us. But once we dive down into the valley, I think it all is going to change on us. We got Washoe Lake right there. And kind of on the other side of that, well, as you can see from this map, we'll make our left turn. But getting close to the mountains again. Got another lake up. Is that even higher than all the others? Looks like it. And we got Carson City. We're not really going to be able to see it because we're going to fly directly over it. But we got that. Kind of see bits of south of it. start descending. Power back. RPM's up. Bring the mixture up. I'm not going to go full though because we're so high up. And we should start making our turn. Go ahead and go 9,400 for our next waypoint. Supposed to be at 10,008 at this one. A little ahead of schedule. Go 800. Looking for the airport out there in Reno. Hoping this makes the turn. It does. Paddle point is directly at it. That's a cool view. Alrighty. A little bit of haze. Nothing that's gonna do anything for us. Gonna be at 9,400. 50 seconds. Glare is not helping on the screens. $9,800. Let's go 8,700 next. And then we got a pretty long, you can see the airport now up there. We're landing on 35 left, and it's a pretty long jump from the last waypoint on this to the runway, 10 miles from here, I believe, so 8 miles from the last waypoint. Unless that's doing distance between, which it may be. Alright, so 16 seconds. It's supposed to be at 87. We're at 91. Let's speed this up a bit. Some photogrammetry lines popping. And now we need to go. Oops, I forgot to. Oh, that means I'm just going to turn that off. Do it ourselves. Hopefully, I can keep it high enough. Unlike the last few landings, where I brought it in way too low. But we're still about 200 feet ahead, or above what we need to be. Let's get the speed burnt off. Okay, we are in flaps range. Throttle back up, speed brakes off. Okay. Need to get a switch for speed brakes, but everything that is supposed to be speed brakes doesn't really toggle the switch, so I don't know if it's something messed up on the plane or I just don't know the proper name for it. Yeah, there is a mountain right in the way. If you're doing 3-5 right, I mean, it's not in the way, but, and you get a little off course in some fog, that's right there. $7,200. Okay, I think we actually have the localizer for this, for the ILS, so that's gonna make things kind of easy if it is working properly. Okay, there we go. We are just above the green on our altitude. We still have a tailwind. We're still fairly high up, so we'll see if that swaps around on us, but it was definitely saying the wind was from 3 something, I thought. Alrighty. Shove it off to the left a little bit here. Actually, it said winds were... Did it say winds calm? Or did it say... I don't remember. Alright, well... Yeah, they're dying down quite quickly. It's going to be a non-factor. We are a little low. Nice and easy. Kind of killed off a little bit too much speed there. Give it a little bit more to bring us forward in the slope. And just a little baby adjustment there. Kick us over to the right. Okay. Behind that mountain. Just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. Get us on the center line. Let the nose come back. Little floaty.
Transporter from dispatch. Nice landing. Go to the parking and put your parking brake on. I'll be in touch.
Alright, which way looks like
Taxi to parking
general
and shut down your
aviation?
engine.
Let's go slow down here. Oh, you know what? I think... Yeah, there is general aviation over here. That doesn't mean anything, but that is gates. But we'll go ahead and just park over here. That was negative 107 feet a minute, but felt good. 64 knots, a little slow. We probably could have slowed that vertical rate down a bit had I not got impatient. But that was actually pretty damn easy, so that's good news. Taxi on over here where there's no parking spaces available at all. We're just gonna park on the side of that just to have a place to park. Alright, let's shut her down.
Transporter, you can open the doors and begin the disembarkation.
Oh, we had the taxi and landing lights on the whole time. Specialty. They're either off the whole time or on the whole time. Oh man. They need a general aviation audio where it's just one person grabbing their bags and leaving.
Okay, pilot. That's all the passengers off the plane. Thank you. Over and out.
Shut it down. Let's go ahead and hop out.
Ready for engine start.
And here we are. Reno. Not a whole lot to look at here. We definitely did not pull all the way up, but hey, someone needs something to do anyways. Let's, since we're not really going to get to do much with the city, let's go ahead and do a quick flyover. So you got that famous building that we drove past on my other channel in Truck Sim. And that means that that's the interstate coming in. We got downtown Reno. They have a little sphere down here. We got a baseball stadium. Yeah, all they got to do is put some lights on it and you are fully mini Vegas. What does that front of the building say? It doesn't say anything. Okay. But yeah, I don't think I've ever actually seen downtown Reno. And then you got to go way up to see the lake over there. And there we go. So, good little flight. Got here with some good weather. Need to get out of here before we get some bad weather. So, hope you enjoyed that one. Let's take a look at stats though, just so that I'm consistent here. We earned 11,381 from that. Airport fee 600. We used 100 pounds of fuel almost. 219 for the rental. And getting closer to first officer rank, which will open up some more things for us to do. But Yeah, I took a look at rentals and added in some of my custom planes, but none of them are ready for use in game. But if I look at this, if I go with just the Baron, one of the default planes, if you want to rent that, the deposit's 160,000. Every single day is 802, and then every hour is almost 900. So as we move up in planes, it's gonna get way more expensive. And if you go with something like TBM, that's 373. Then each day almost 2,000, and each hour of flight 2,500. So that's a lot of money. That I don't know if I can fly that much to pay for that. So we'll see. But what we got here? What college is this? Is this Nevada State? It is. Okay. I hate this stadium in the college football game because I believe there are two massive poles somewhere that are not modeled. Yeah, I think it's on this side. And they always get in the way on the camera. But Nevada State. So, alrighty. Well, we'll come back after I watch some football, and probably at this time, I don't even know what time it is locally, so I think it's 8 local, but it could be, if we're in mountain time, it could be 10, but I'll probably do a noon takeoff from here, as long as the weather hasn't pushed in, and find someplace else to go. Thanks for watching.